Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Long Island Wargaming. This is a video response to Remington Steele about monetization on YouTube in general, but also with the Warhammer YouTubers. Now, before you go ahead and scold at me, yes, odds are somewhere in my Google or YouTube or AdSense agreement, I'm not supposed to share this information. I am such a small YouTuber in the grand scheme, I'm pretty sure no one will come and get to me unless people start warning me or reporting me, but since I'm trying to educate you guys and hopefully grow the community and make some sense out of this, I'm okay with it for now, but we'll see what happens. If this video disappears, that is why. So, is it worth it? Well, this right here is my lifetime information on my channel. This is lifetime from when I started, which was 2013, January, so I'm going in 2 years now, and you can see by the top right, I have made almost $1,000. Is that good or bad? I don't know. I mean, for not doing anything besides making Warhammer videos, which is something I enjoy doing, I think it's pretty damn good. But let's just go ahead and do that $938 divided by, we'll say, 27 months or so. It's about $35. $35 a month. So I think that's pretty good. I think it's worth it. Now, when you get to the point where you've got enough subscribers, yeah, it's worth it. Now, I only got about 3,000 subscribers. Remington Steele says he has a channel that has videos that get 40,000 views. Now, Remington, I think there's something wrong with your account, because if people are searching for those videos or finding those music videos with your band, you should be getting some money for that. I'm not sure why. You need to check out your AdSense account and make sure that it's generating money. When I first set it up, the first like 3 or 4 months, I wasn't actually generating any money because I didn't properly set up my AdSense account, or whatever it's called. Once I did, then I started generating, 10 cents a video, blah, 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 here and there, all the way up to some videos that I've made that are $20, which doesn't sound like much, but in the grand scheme, it's pretty damn good. My #1 video isn't even a Warhammer video. It's this Risk Legacy game review / battle report that I did, and apparently before I did that, there was no such video. So of course you want to find some niches where people will search, and you want to, what is it called, SEO, search engine optimization. You want to make sure that your hits or your articles, your videos are at the top of the searches, which is why the fact that I made that Risk video, no one else had one on this Risk Legacy game. My video became #1 immediately, and look, I've made almost $50 on some terrible video. If you go ahead and actually watch that video, it's just a slideshow of me talking about the game. But I made 50 bucks doing it because no one else did, so I beat everyone else to it. And then you can see I've got some book reviews and some battle reports in there and some more time videos. So to me, yes, it's worth it, but that's because I've got enough subscribers, and in order for me to justify some of the things I do, I like to see some money. Am I doing it for the money? No, but I'll tell you for sure though, of that $900, I'm pretty sure at least $500 of it went into models and infantry and supplies for when I make more Heim buildings. So I'm recycling this money into the hobby I like to produce more videos, so at the end of the day, the money goes back to the channel when you look at it. And I mean, time is money, so if I said, well, you know what, I'm making $2 for every video I make just of my own time, whatever. So this is kind of just a babble. I realize I'm babbling at this point. But about 3,000 subscribers, and I've got 10,000 likes, 200 dislikes. This is all over the course of about 27 months. So you can see, if you're trying to build a channel and you're putting out content, you know what, it's worth it. Now, yes, I guess I'm in the Warhammer community or Wargaming community, I guess I'm a middle-level channel at 3,000 subscribers. So I mean, you look at Once Bitten and Malorian and the Sustainable Center, and maybe even Lord Tremendous. They're looking into the 5,000, 6,000 sub range, and I'm sure they're making a couple bucks more than I do. But when it comes to the SEO and the monetization, it's less about your viewer base and more about just getting the views. So I'm pretty sure a lot of these views are people that found my video, clicked on it, realized it's not what they want. And that's when you have your tags at the bottom. You make sure that your tags are trying to get you to the top. Now, some people might think it's a little tricky and messed up, but when I put out Mordheim videos, I also put out like Mordheim video game in the tags. Is it the Mordheim video game? No. But is it very, very, very similar? Yes. Does it get me the views I'm looking for? Yes. Does it get people to subscribe to me even though it's not what they were looking for? Sometimes, but I have gotten a couple subscribers out of videos that weren't initially meant for the target audience. And I have gotten a couple comments before in the past, or private messages, people looking for 40K and they type in Warhammer and then they don't even realize there's a fantasy game out there. Or they type in 40K, they're looking for 40K in video game Let's Play, and then they stumble upon my stuff and they subscribe. Now, they don't necessarily tell me this because sometimes when I get newer subscribers, I look to see what else they're subscribing to. So you can do some legwork and research. I'll go through my subscribers sometimes and you look at their history, what they've watched recently, what they've liked, what they've disliked, and what channels they're subscribing to. And you can try to figure out the direction that you're going into. Now, also the videos and content are a pretty major factor. I've started putting out, besides Warhammer, Mordheim, which gets some good hits because it's a very, very similar community and or interest space with people. But I've also put out some X-Wing stuff and some roleplay stuff, which don't get a lot of hits, but they're their own separate circle or niche, I should say. And it's also very, very tapped into already. If I start putting out 40K videos, it would be me and, 600-700 other people. So you got to figure out where you belong and what you do and what kind of people you're looking for. So I'm kind of done with this musing, but for me, it's worth it. Monetize your videos, get a couple bucks. I also put out as many videos as possible, so it's really up to you whether you want to make a move or not. And for people that don't like the fact that I put up advertisements, then turn on your ad blocker and then don't watch them. So, but I hope that's informative to everybody, including Mr. Steele, and I'll see you guys in the next one.